vegetables and water. And then the others were well fed with lots of food and biryani and everything. They had a lot of food. But just as Daniel said, they were only just having vegetables and water and said, we will not eat from the king's table. We will be faithful to our God. But just with whatever we have, we will be stronger. And that's what happened. So after 10 days, the servant came to check them. Checked Daniel and the boys who had just been eating vegetables and water. And the rest had been eating loads and loads of food, biryani. And we want to check how they were. So he went to check them. And he actually saw Daniel and the boys were very strong. Can you see? Daniel and the boys were very strong. But the other boys weren't stronger like that. They were okay. But they were very strong. So the servant was very surprised. He didn't know what was happening. So he let them, he gave them to Daniel's word. So whatever he said, they just followed. And they tested them in everything. They even had a race. They had a race to see if the Daniel and the boys were strong. So they made them in a race, and it was a relay. Okay, you guys know what a relay is? Yeah? So it's a relay race. So they're going to start the race. Okay, ready? So you guys got to count 3, 2, 1. Okay, alright, ready guys? Wait, 1 second. Are you guys ready? Okay, now go. Go. Come on guys, who's cheering for Daniel? Come on, yeah. Well done. So they were good in everything. They were good in sports, they were good in math, they were good in everything, they were very skilled and they were very strong. And you know what the reason is? What was the reason? Couldn't hear. Vegetables and water. What else? Huh? Because of God. What else? They were faithful. Yeah. Say it. They honored God. Very good. Okay, that's it guys. Give a big hand for the boys. Okay guys. Okay, listen up everybody. You understood the story? Everyone? Yeah? So there will be times in your life, listen up everybody, okay? Boys here, listen up. There will be times in your lives, in our lives, where you have to choose between God's way and the way of this world. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Can you hear? Boys, there will be times in your life where you have to choose between God's way and the ways of the world. You understand? The ways of the world might be very attractive. Listen for me for 2 minutes, we're going to finish. The ways of the world could be very attractive. And it is the way that everybody is going. Every single person is following that way. It would be like that. But at the same time, God's ways may not be very attractive, may not be the way that everybody in this world is going. Very few people might choose those ways. You understand what I'm saying? But in those times, when you honor God, when you are faithful to God and walk in God's way, when you choose God's way, just like what happened to Daniel happens in our life. You understand? The Bible also says in the same chapter, Daniel and the guys were 10 times smarter than the others. How many times? Say again. 10 times smarter just by eating vegetable and water compared to others who were given the food from the king's table. Just think about that for a second, boys and girls over here, okay? Just think about that for a second. So, the thing is not about just food, okay? It's not about food. So, in your life again, what I was saying right before, there will be times when you're going to choose God's way, and you're going to go the world way. The world way, which is very attractive, very familiar, everybody does it. But God's way may not be that attractive, but God says, this is the way, my child, walk in it. When you choose God's way, when you be faithful and honor God, God will honor you. You will be 10 times smarter than everybody else. That's the promise of God. You guys understand? Yeah? You guys believe? Yeah? So what will you do in your life when you go about? Always choose God's way. One more time, always choose God's way. Right? When you choose God's way, what happens? God honors you, and what happens? You'll be. How many times? Okay, everybody understood? Yeah, you like the story? Do you remember it? Alright, very good guys. Okay, so who's going to come up and finish in prayer? Who? Come on, quickly. Anybody? Come on, everybody.
Thank you for my teachers, bless them and bless my friends in this whole VBS, and thank you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. All right, boys and girls. So you're going to go to your classes now. So